Hey guys, I'm Erik Peterson, and I'm a men's dating and relationship coach for skillofattraction.com. And today's attraction tips video is called Alpha Body Language That Attracts. Now, most people don't realize really how important body language is in terms of communicating non-verbally, especially when it comes to women. A whopping 55% of our communication is done through body language. Only 7% is done through our words, and 38% is done through our vocal tone. So you could clearly see just how important it is to be aware of what you're communicating through your body language. I'm sure you could also see that the main reason why you shouldn't be communicating, or your main form of communication, through text, with only 7% of our communication being through words. The other 93% of communication you're not picking up through text. But I digress. So another thing you have to understand is that women are very good at reading body language, much better than us guys. So if you're striking out with the ladies, your body language could be a big part of the reason why that is happening. And with the right body language, that dominant alpha body language, you're going to notice big changes in the way that both women and men notice you and respond to you. You're going to suddenly be much more attractive to women, and men are going to acknowledge you with respect. When I first started learning about body language and implementing it in my own life, amazing things started to happen. I live in the city of Chicago, and for those of you that don't know, Chicago is a major metropolitan U.S. city. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because there's lots of people here, and walking down the street, I pass a lot of people, and I could see the changes in the people that I pass. These were just strangers. And I live kind of close to DePaul University, and my point with that is that there's a lot of college-age girls around here. I'm 46 years old, and these young college girls, as I'm walking by them, displaying this kind of body language, they're, having their head down, smiling at me. They wave. Some actually flat out say hi to me with a big smile on their face. And the guys that pass me, they move out of my way. They walk by. They give me the head nod and things like that. These were things that really never happened to me before. It would happen once in a while, but not so consistently like this. So you could see that if you start implementing these things into your own life and, your daily life, you're going to notice big changes in the way people respond to you. So in this attraction tips video, I'm going to give you some basic alpha body language tips that you can begin applying right away. And if you stick with it, you're going to notice these positive changes in your life too. But if you guys have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. All you have to do is head over to my website at skillofattraction.com, click on the contact tab, and shoot me a message from there. All I ask is that you keep your questions and messages to me rather short and to the point, just 1 to 2 paragraphs max. Otherwise, I just don't have time to read through them all and get back to you. But I will get back to you as soon as I can. I do have to take care of my paying clients first, but if you're just a little patient, I usually get back to you within a few days. But if you need to get in touch with me right away, or you want to dive a little deeper into your situation, the best way to do that is, again, head over to my website at skillofattraction.com, click on the coaching tab, and there you'll see I have several options for you to choose from. I offer emergency email coaching where I'll respond to you within 24 to 48 hours, depending on which option you select. And I also offer a couple of monthly coaching packages where I will work with you throughout the month to try to get whatever relationship issue you're having turned around and get you back on track. Now, with these body language tips that I'm going to give you, you're probably going to have to fake it till you make it, just because for most of you, this is just not natural. You've been displaying a certain kind of body language probably your entire life, and you're not going to be able to change it overnight. At least not in a way where it's natural and subconscious. After this, just knowing what attractive body language is, hopefully it will help jar your memory when you catch yourself slipping back into that beta body language. I know that for me, the last 10, 15 years or so, I've been behind a computer. So I started getting kind of like hunched over, typing away. And I still notice myself slipping back into that. And I catch myself, whether someone's around me or not. So there are times where I still have to consciously think about it. And I've been doing this for a while. So it's probably going to take you a little while, but that's okay. You just, like I said, fake it till you make it. And just keep practicing this body language, because like I said, you're going to notice big changes, and they're going to be really positive ones, and you're going to like the response that you get from other people when you're displaying this body language. And they've actually have done studies on this, and they have found that the most attractive body language to everybody is really, but especially women, is really just open, confident body language. This is what most people find most attractive. So I have put together 5 body language techniques that will helpfully point you in the right direction. Okay, number 1 is confident posture. And I wish I could actually show you guys this. Believe me, I'd much rather be shooting all of these videos standing up rather than sitting down, but my studio's a little cramped. I do plan on upgrading soon, but for right now, we're going to have to work with what we have. So, confident posture, you want to stand up straight, shoulders back, chest out, chin up. And if you're standing, you want to have your feet lined up with your shoulders and obviously pointing forward. This is also really good when you're, let's say, walking down the street, because it kind of gives you this aura of being sure of yourself. What you don't want to do is you don't want to have your arms folded in front of you, or if you're at, like, say, a bar or a nightclub or a party or something like that, you don't want to be holding your drink in front of your chest, because this kind of conveys a closed off body language that basically communicates that you're unsure of yourself and to stay away from you. Now, I can imagine a lot of you guys, light bulbs are going off in your head thinking, oh my God, every time I'm at the bar, I'm holding the drink in front of me. And now that you know it, when you go out, watch how many guys are standing like that. And you'll notice that, it really is basically telling people to stay away from you. You don't want anyone to approach you. Another thing you don't want to do is you don't want to be standing around with your hands in your pocket. Again, this conveys something similar, like you're not really sure what to do with your hands. And obviously being hunched over, communicates insecurity and weakness. Like you're kind of like, I hope no one talks to me. I'm out, but I don't want anyone talking to me. So you want to stand up straight and just be open, like you don't have a care in the world and you're sure of yourself. Number 2 is you want to take up space. And as an example, let's say you're sitting somewhere and you just want to lean back, spread your legs, put your arms out, spread your arms out. I think the feminists call when you have your legs spread out like that man spreading. They say they hate it, but actually they find it very attractive. All women do. And like I said, you just want to sit back, keep your arms spread out, and like you're just confident and comfortable in your own skin. You don't care if other people are uncomfortable around you. You're the king, and this is your kingdom. That's the attitude that you want to display. And again, you don't want to fold your arms and close yourself off. Number 3 is good eye contact. You always want to look people in the eye, especially women. And when you're talking to them or they're talking to you, and you never want to be the one to look away first, even for a second. I know that sounds, like it's not that big of a deal, but it really is. And obviously you don't want to stare like a crazy person either, but you don't want to break eye contact either. Now, this is a lot of fun when you do with women, because the goal is, besides the obvious, is wait till she looks away first. And this will convey to her, dominance. And it's actually kind of cute when she likes you, because she will look down and kind of smile. And this is a submissive response to your dominance, your dominant eye contact. And with an ex of mine, we call it a staring contest. And we used to stare into each other's eyes to see who would look away first. And it was a lot of fun. It was cute. But this also reminds me of this video I was watching about, it was Mike Tyson talking about when he was, a champion boxer. And he said that when they would meet in the ring before the fight, right in the middle where they're basically standing nose to nose, and he said he would just look dead into their eyes and he would never look away. He said that if his opponent looked away even for like a millisecond, I don't know if you could see my eyes, but if they looked away even for like a millisecond, he said he knew he had them right there, that he was going to win the fight. And he usually did. There wasn't too many fights that he lost. Number 4 is slower movements and speech. Now, moving or speaking too quickly kind of communicates nervousness and insecurity. And for me, this is always a tough thing for me to conquer because I'm a real talker. Anyone that knows me knows I'm like, and they all kind of laugh. Even my mom's like, "Oh my God, Erik, you talk so much." So this has always been a big hurdle for me to get over. But basically what you want to do, you just want to slow down a bit, and you want to take a more calculated approach and slow down your breathing in a way where you're feeling more relaxed. So if you're about to go in front of a group of people or in a setting filled with people and it makes you a little bit nervous, especially if maybe you're a little shy or introverted, all you want to do before you do that is just, close your eyes, take a few slow, deep breaths, and you just want to relax, because alphas, they're not tense and nervous. They're relaxed, they're confident, they really don't have a care in the world. And that's, again, the attitude that you really want to have. Number 5 is never lean in. This is especially important when it comes to women, but it's really important with everyone. Because leaning in conveys a bit of neediness, but leaning back, just as I mentioned when we're talking about taking up space, it communicates confidence. It makes you seem more relaxed and more of a challenge to women. And this goes for, well, if you have ever read anything in the manosphere, one of the things they're always saying, they're like judging couples pictures a lot, and they always have, a couple and the guy's always leaning into the girl, and they're always saying, "I'll never lean into a woman." And because it communicates, it kind of like flips the power. It changes the power dynamic. And really, you want her leaning into you. So when you're standing for pictures with your girl, be careful you're not always leaning into her. Have her lean into you. And this is true when you're on a date or something too, and you're sitting across from each other. You don't want to be leaning in, like listening to every word she has to say. You want to lean back and just take it all in and have her, or let her come to you when she feels comfortable. And this also kind of reminds me of just like a day or two ago, I was on Twitter, and Rollo Tomasi, who's the author of The Rational Male, which I recommend you all read, he tweeted something that it was a picture of this couple. It was 2 pictures of the same couple, and he was calling it Beta Tells, and he called it Kissy Boy. And basically, it was the couple standing side by side, but he was pulling her in and kissing her on the cheek. And she had a big smile, and she was looking directly at the camera. And I would think most people would say, "Oh, that's kind of sweet," or "That's kind of cute." But if you look closer, you could see he's pulling her in and leaning in to kiss her, and she's actually kind of pulling away. He's kissing her on the cheek. She's smiling, but she's kind of pulling away. And if you look deep into the expression on her face, she's kind of going, "Ugh." And it's totally right. You think these things are no big deal, but it really says a lot about you, your confidence, and your betatude or your alphatude. So If you guys have found this video helpful or any of my videos helpful, I would really appreciate a thumbs up and for you to share it with any of your friends and family. And I'd also really appreciate you hitting the subscription button down below and ticking that little bell symbol that's next to it so you get real-time notifications of when I upload new videos. And in the description down below, not only will I have a link to my contact page and my coaching page, but I also have a link to PayPal if you deem this video worthy of a donation. So that's it for this video. I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.